who are one or two names at linebacker that might surprise some people this year?
Surprise some people?
Yeah.
I think Cam Brown's going to step up big. I know he played a lot of football for us, but I think he's definitely going to take that next step and ball out. And then I think another guy is I think Micah's gonna play some good football. Everybody knows how talented he is, but I think he's gonna make a bigger impact than people think. So
how's he kind of fit in as one of the young guys? I mean, the young guys all fit in differently, but what's he been like fitting, and what has he been asking the older guys for?
Yeah, he's always asking questions, always trying to get better, and I think Coa Farmer's kind of taking him under his wing and teaching him the way, but he's mature for how young he is, and I think he's ready to play. So.
Is the secondary going to take kind of a leadership role in the defense as a whole this year, considering the front seven lost a lot of old guys?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to hold their weight, but I think we got a lot of experience back there in the back, in the secondary, and so guys like me, John Reed, Nick Scott, and then you think Garrett Taylor, we're just all going to hold our weight and try to make some plays and surround ourselves with some big plays so then everyone else can pick up their weight too. So.
How do you simulate that pressure? Like, is there any way to really get it as close to or at, in that game situation?
That's a great question because it's a lot different over in the stadium, I'll tell you that. Personally, I think it's more pressure out here than it is in the stadium. I put more pressure on myself to perform in front of the people that know me the best, and to perform and have them see what I can do, rather than people that I really don't know in the stadium. So out here, I feel more pressure punting out here than in the stadium, and I think some other kickers feel that way as well.
Do you flip that around when you're out in the stadium? They're like, okay, these are a bunch of strangers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I mean, there's almost so many people there that it's hard to even think about the sheer number of them. So it almost turned into a wall of people to me. So that's kind of how I deal with that pressure.
Well, in the game, what was the most pressure? Was it chasing down that snap against Ohio State? Was that the most pressure you felt, or was that just so much instinct?
No, that was just reaction.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. The most pressure I probably felt was when we're backed up in the end zone. That's probably the most pressure, because if anything goes wrong, you can mess up a lot, especially if you're inside like the 2-yard line. So that's probably when I feel the most pressure. Generally, I don't really feel that much pressure.
Can you think of a game?
Probably Michigan my freshman year. We were inside the 1-yard line. I'd never really played in a big stadium like that before. I think that was the 4th game of the season.
Yeah.
First drive, and it was right next to their student section, and it was a lot of pressure, and Jabril Peppers almost took that one back. So that's probably the most pressure I ever felt on the punt.
A lot of people, Cole, will say that maybe the linebackers are kind of the biggest question headed into this year. What would be your response to that? Why would you say maybe that isn't the case, or what have you seen that leads you to believe maybe it's not?
I would argue that we have the most athletic, explosive, fast unit today since we've been here. Since I've been here, we got me, we got Cam, we got Jarvis, we got Daylon, we got Micah, I think we're just fat. We're just athletic, man. Yeah. I think the game of football is obviously changing, but I think those guys, our unit, the linebacker unit, is just, I think since I've been here, even with Mike Hall and B. Bell and all those guys, I think to this day we've been the most athletic unit. I think you'll see when we run on the field, like it's gonna look like we're moving like safeties. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it's about right now. So I think that's good.
Yeah, good to see you. Is that how you feel confident? I mean, the ability to kind of play with power, athleticism, play in space.
Yeah, I think that's what football is changing into now. I think being more explosive, being fast. You got to use those mechanics to ultimately beat the opponent across from you, and I think that's what we have.